Hello and welcome, I'm your host KB, and this is the debut episode of KB's Top 5. For this episode, I've compiled a list of live action movies which have been turned into animated TV series that you probably forgot existed. And with there being a ton of movies that have been turned into TV series in the last few decades, there was definitely no shortage of material to choose from. There are some really good adaptations, which generally are the ones we remember fondly, but there seem to be a lot more shows that just didn't manage to capture the magic of its source material. With that being said, don't look at this as a list of my favorites. Look at it more as a list of shows I think are most likely to be forgotten. Number 5. Police Academy the series. Not to be confused with the live action Police Academy series from 1997, the animated series was based on the 1980s movie franchise and was released by Warner Brothers in 1988. The show features a bunch of our favorite characters from the movie, although they're played by new voice actors. The show was goofy, like the movies, but the characters here are a lot more wacky, which fits into the cartoon setting. The show lasted for 2 seasons, with 65 episodes being produced.
Police Academy.
Hey, somebody forgot to dot the I.
I'll fix it.
Police Academy, the series.
Hooray!
Number 4. Godzilla the series. This show is a little different than other shows on this list, being that the film it was based off of, 1998's Godzilla, was panned by critics and audiences. The show was created as a kid-friendly cash-in for the movie franchise, and presumably was well in production before the film even hit theaters in May of 1998. The show aired in September of that same year and follows on from that movie, with several actors even reprising their roles here. Godzilla acts as more of an attack dog of sorts for the Heat team, as they use him to fight other mutations throughout the series. The Fox-produced show ran for 2 seasons, with 40 episodes being produced, of which only 38 made it to air. Number 3. The Karate Kid. Based on the wildly popular Karate Kid movie franchise from the 80s, this series has the distinction of being the shortest running show on this list, with only 1 season and 13 episodes being produced. As a co-production between DiC, Saban, and Columbia, the show sees the return of Daniel LaRusso and his mentor Mr. Miyagi as they seek to find a magic shrine which has been stolen from Miyagi's homeland of Okinawa. The premise here is enough to show you that the show is a far departure from the movie, and with neither Machio or Merida reprising their iconic roles, there's not really much here for Karate Kid fans. Number 2. Beethoven. This animated series, released in 1994, is based on the 1992 film of the same name. Like the movie, the series follows the mishaps of the lovable but mischievous Saint Bernard named Beethoven and his adoptive family, the Newtons. With it being centered around the character of Beethoven, the show does take some liberties here, as Beethoven can talk with other animals, which is a trait not seen in the original film. The show was produced by Northern Lights and Universal, and ended after only 1 season and 26 episodes.
Beethoven!
Number 1. Free Willy. Released in 1994 by Warner Brothers Animation, the Free Willy series was created to capitalize on the success of the Warner Brothers Pictures film Free Willy, which was released a year earlier in 1993. Like the Beethoven series I just mentioned, we find that Willy has the ability to speak in this series, as Jesse has developed the ability to talk to animals. The show sees Jesse and Willy, our main protagonists, relocated to the Pacific Coast, where they attempt to stop plots by an evil cyborg named the Machine, which really adds to the show's less than serious nature. Like all other shows on this list, Free Willy was short-lived, with only 1 season of 21 episodes being produced. Well, that does it for this episode's list. Let me know what you think of these forgotten, short-lived animated series in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of KB's Top 5.